Hello everybody, welcome to Queer Games Heck Yeah for today. How exciting we are to be here. How excited we are to be here. How exciting we are to be here. We are excited to be here. Today we're playing a little game called My Lil Fanfic. A game I don't know much about. I know the general premise because I was talking to someone at a Queer Games function and they were telling me about their game. And I was like, I'm going to check that out because it sounds cool. And here we are, we're checking it out. Whether you like it or not, really. But yeah, the game's called My Little Fanfic. If you don't like surprise content, look away, but other than that, let's get going. Oh, non-deplume. What? Okay, my non-deplume on Queer Games Heck Yeah, I use my professional StarCraft 2 name, Jet. Use the password. Alright. Ooh, keyword slashing. Ooh, do we do something? Ah, brilliant. Okay, let's do this. Okay, so the premise of this game is I think you're writing your own fanfic. But it doesn't really matter what you type. It fills out the words for you. So you can look like a professional typist. Once upon a time, in the coffee shop around the corner, at the school cafeteria. Well, one of the things I love about queer games is that they can be contemporary, so let's aim for contemporariness. In the coffee shop around the corner. Oh, I feel like Jessica Fletcher, or Doogie Howser MD. Then I walked through the door. Hi, my name is... Oh, hi, my name is... Chet. I'm... Ooh. Just your average teenager. Gorgeous, drop-dead dashing, extremely lost, a literal god. What's drop-dead dashing? I guess that means... Isn't that the same as gorgeous? I don't want us to get hung up on choices. I want us to move through at a fair kip. But I also want to pick the good drama-filled options. So let's go extremely lost. I think we're going for a bit of a rom-com kind of vibe. Wearing a really extremely cool dress, my dress uniform, black corset, a wizard hat. Like one of those cloaks out of Naruto. Naruto? Well, I don't know what that is. I think I'm going to fall down on the fan part of fanfic, maybe. A really extremely cool dress, my school uniform, black corset. The cool dress or black corset. Alright, let's go corset. Oh, Evanescence. Oh, that's genius. So, I guess as we write it, it decorates our room about the thing that we're a fan of. That's genius. And, oh, just some odd shop bits. Tiara, a mysterious expression. A cricket bat, a tiara. Oh. Everybody instantly recognizes me. The notorious Jet, the solution to all their problems, the latest employee. Yes. My orbs land on the hottest person there. And I ask them on a date. This is not the worst story I've ever read. Oh, hit enter. Okay, yep. We've opened a beer. That's pretty cool. I think just generally... Okay, so several things I've just noticed. The keyboards flash based on the keys I actually press. So I'm going to press Q twice. Yeah, brilliant. So you can see I'm pressing the Qs and it's filling out what it wants. But just the central conceit, okay, the central conceit that it's filling in the words as you type is great. But then also that it's filling in the space around you is brilliant. I catch them looking at my exotic tattoo, fishnets, blue hair, emerald orbs, exposed ankles. I'm going with tattoo. I actually really love tattoos, but I can't get one myself because there's no way I would choose the right thing for me. Because to me it's so incredibly personal that I just don't think I would have confidence in my ability to pick something that reflects me that could have for life. Because I also don't think I have the right taste level. Like how could I don't even know what my living room is supposed to look like. How on earth am I supposed to pick a permanent piece of art for my body? I have sometimes thought about getting a character from one of my games tattooed. Also, you know what? This game has inspired me to look it up um, and see if I can show it to you. Oof. I shouldn't be. This is pretty random, so bear with me. So a few years ago, I made a game called Escape from Pleasure Planet, and the main character in it, Tycho, um, I just think I just really love him. And the person who does the art for the Tycho games, Joe Phillips, he's this artist in America who's like literal god to me. Um, yes, he did this art for when Tycho's floating in space in this sort of weird part of space, and I always just I love it so much that I was going to get a tattoo. I think this would be the piece of art it is. So I found the piece of art. I've just got to figure out a way to get it on the screen. I'm going to turn off that temporarily. Let's transition. There we go. This is Tycho floating in space with giant space brain off in the distance. And I just think that it's just so gorgeous. Joe just has like this amazing kind of like energy about his drawings, I think. He really gives characters just kind of motion. Yeah, so I was going to get a tattoo. I'd probably get it like there, maybe, I reckon. Although this feels just really hurty, even as I put my hand there. And this is the only piece of art that I think I would ever attach, get drawn on my body, because I just simply don't trust myself to pick anything else out. And it's very personal to me, because as I said, I really love that character, and um, he's not my like he's not the best character I've ever written. Like pretty much every other character I've ever written is probably more interesting than Tycho because he's a bit of a Mary Sue, but I just love him to bits. I guess I really kind of like what do you call it? I guess he's been with me for a very long time. Because when you work on a game, even if you're just like adding characters to it or you're just making a game for professional reasons or whatever, eventually these characters, I guess, start to live in your head a little bit. I'm a bit like that with Tycho. He's been around with me for so long, I've got his whole story in my head. So that is why we've picked exotic tattoo for our option. I catch them looking at my exotic tattoo, and I turn to meet their gaze. You're... Wait, are we saying this or are they saying this? You're standing in my way. Drama is about obstacle. Or is plot about obstacle? I don't know. You read so many of those like how to write a novel, how to write a game, that they all blur together. You're standing in my way, they say, unable to look me in the orbs. I'm loving this use of orbs. That is comedy. Alright. Look away, get past me. You're standing in my way, they say, unable to get past me. I reach my hand out to touch theirs, a little clumsily. I look deeply into our orbs and say, I'm a goth, in case you couldn't tell. Enter. Oh, we're on to our second beer now. That's genius. I'm loving it's implying that it's going to get worse and worse as we get a bit drunker. It's not looking... I mean, we've already started off as pretty bad. You know. Like, I'm beginning to suspect this game isn't entirely sympathetic to fan fiction. Like, it's obviously loves fan fiction or else they wouldn't have made a game about it. But at the same time, I'm getting the feeling they're aware of its shortcomings. It's not looking good. Everyone's Still on their way. Got prior commitments out of action. Too drunk to dance. Everyone's... got prior commitments. Except me and my worst enemy. You're our last chance, Jet. Only you can serve those customers. It's time for me to show what I've got. I swing my coffee over the bully's face. Dramatically. Gothically. You saved the day, someone shouts, and I reply loudly, Natch. To be continued. Ooh, story title. Coffee Gothy. Reviews for Coffee. There are no reviews for your story. Try checking later or refreshing like the impatient author you are. It's asking me to hit an F. Now this is always dangerous. I reckon in the modern age, asking someone to press an F key is extremely risky business because half of people are on mobile. And on that mobile, who knows that they have F keys? But then the other half of people who actually do have keyboards, do those keyboards have F keys? Are those F keys like only available if you press some other combination of like Apple window function button to get to the F keys? Or are they mapped to some sort of operating? If I press F5, as it seems to be requesting, am I just going to get like locked out of my desktop? Yes, I did. I did get locked out. I'll try it again. Okay, there we go. Ooh. Oh, I'm loving this zoom in, this impatient zoom in-ness. Ooh. Jet, I just want to know that this story has inspired me to show what I've got. Kawaii Pie. Can I be your beta reader? Angel Rider 13. I'm also writing about the latest employee. We should do a trade. XX love wins XXX. Export. Write another story. Oh. What happens if we export it? Export your fanfiction to... Sure. Write another story? Okay, so that was it. That's the game. A short game's a good game. Oh, I love that pan. You know, I think to have a 3D game and then just be really subtle about the 3D-ness of it is a little bit sophisticated, you know. Alright. That was my little fanfic. Hilarious. I could tell a lot of options in there. I think fanfic is what do you call it? Inherently queer or historically very queer. Like, I mean, I'm sure we could go back to like the 1500s and there's fanfic, right? But like, my understanding is it's in its current form. It started with Star Trek in the 1960s or 70s, or especially the 70s, when people would write fanfic about Spock and Kirk being in a relationship together. So like Spock slash Kirk is how it was described, and that's where we get the term slash fiction from. Hence the term slash fiction. A little Star Trek 6 joke there for you. So yeah, so a queer beginning to modern fan fiction, and I think so. It's really good to kind of see, I guess, queer game developers like acknowledging that or kind of remixing around with that, also poking a bit of fun of it. All right, thank you for joining me on Queer Games Heck Yeah, and I'll talk to you later. Bye. Oh, how do I get out of here now? Here we go. Okay, bye.